Mukesh Bopanna, I think, is not reachable. I think he should join anytime. So let us start. Ashok bhai, let us start.
Good morning to all of you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to today's webinar meeting on a very, very important subject, funding and finance for entrepreneurs. On behalf of OCF, we have today this topic, which is a very, very important critical constraining factor for the development of the entrepreneurs and enterprises. In particular, in the pandemic impacted environment today, what is important is that we will limit its fallout. And the entrepreneurs here will matter. There have been a lot of pink slips around. And also, there have been new vistas and new horizons which have come up, giving new scope for entrepreneurial enterprises and efforts. So, we will be today focusing through a panel of very distinguished and scintillating speakers who are present with us, despite today being a Sunday. Like a Sunday becomes more important and more busy than the normal weekdays, because unless your Sunday is in order, the remaining week gets impacted. So I must profusely thank on behalf of OCF for these gentlemen to have spared their time. Now, talking about this critical constraining factor, the pandemic, there is one factor as a banker which came to my mind. I have been in the banking field in various positions inside India and outside. That's Bank of India. And when I was thinking a little about this topic, what is very important is that physical movements have got restricted. So here, what is important is that the process of applying for any finance, whether it's for the capital or for a lending, it's a debt, how do we digitalize and enable an environment which is digital, because it is not possible for the entrepreneurs to go on moving around to the extent possible. I mean, moving around has been unlocked now. But if it is possible that we digitalize the process of garnering capital and funds, then it will be something which will be very important. I mean, which will be very helpful to the entrepreneurs. Now, talking about the speakers, Mr. Sajan Goel, are you there, sir?
Yeah, he's there. Yes.
Thank you very much. He is the president of Yes Bank. And gentlemen, I profusely welcome Mr. Goel to this meeting today of OCF, which is an international platform about which Mr. Behra shortly after will speak and introduce its activities. We also have Mr. Sachit Sahunja. He is the CEO and Managing Director of Sunav Group, which is a group I was just going through with various activities around the globe, including marine in the marine line. We have Mr. Kalyan Sivalanka. Mr. Sahunja, are you there, sir?
Yeah, he's there. Yes.
Thank you. Welcome to OCF.
Please.
Thank you.
Kalyan Sivalanka, he's the Senior Director of Incred Capital, based out of Hyderabad. Mr. Sahunja is based out of Singapore. Mr. Sivalanka is based out of Hyderabad. Mr. Sivalanka, are you there, sir?
Yeah, he's there. Yes.
Welcome. Mr. Mukesh Bubna, CEO, MD, Monexo Fintech, Mumbai. That's where I was also. Mr. Bubna, sir, are you there? Mr. Bubna, am I audible? Are you there, sir?
Yet to join, I think, Mukesh. Yes.
Never mind. In absentia, I have introduced all of them. And we have a topic which is very important today. And I'm sure that we will be able to, and we have a host of people here, including many entrepreneurs also. So we will make it interactive after these gentlemen speak. With these words, I hand over to Mr. S.K. Chaudhary, Executive Director. I think there's a lot of noise. So kindly mute the noise source of the noise.
Yeah.
Bharat Reinsurance and Brokers Private Limited. That's a group of Shriram Group based out of Chennai. Mr. Chaudhary, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ashok bhai. And thank you, OCF. Regarding OCF.
I think, shall we, I'm sorry. I mean, shall we request Mr. Behera to introduce OCF?
Yeah. Behera, I welcome you. Please say a few words about OCF. You are being founder president. Kindly 2 minutes you can share about OCF, then we'll start.
Okay. Good morning to everybody. It's audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at the outset, I thanks to Ashok Bhai, who has really given a great welcome address to everybody. And on behalf of Odisha Corporate Foundation, I welcome to all my eminent speakers, including Ashok Babu and Dr. Chaudhary, and all my young entrepreneurs who are dynamic people who are joining. Really, they are brilliant people. Along with our corporate people, mentors, foreign people, though a lot of foreign entrepreneurs are there, business people are there, corporate people are there. Really, and the Sunday being a Sunday, people take a rest, but emotionally they are joining to help our young entrepreneurs for the progress of the country, progress of their careers at this crisis time. Really, I will not take much about your time, but it is a Odisha Corporate Foundation protect with a view to handholding, guiding, counseling to young entrepreneurs in a continuous basis by our corporate people across the globe. I interacted a lot of policymakers, in bureaucrats, government. They appreciate it. It is a really right time, right place, right equation to handhold our future generations if we want to progress. A lot of people across the globe are working. They have immense knowledge, but that immense knowledge cannot be shared unless until there is a platform. And this is the platform to connecting entrepreneurs and corporate people. Really, I appreciate Dr. Chaudhary who has arranged this program. Sir, I will not take much time. Let Dr. Chaudhary introduce, and let us give more time to entrepreneurs, listen to them. And as I heard from one of my people from Canada, he says, as a businessman, go on doing his business. Complex is more, so that his leadership quality to be taught in a long time basis. It's not a single day. It cannot be taught in a single day. So it's a time to all of us to coordinate, connect, and help to the entrepreneurs. Thanks to many. Dr. Sir.
Thank you, Behera. Thank you for the wonderful introduction about OCF. See, I will also not take much time because it's Sunday. People have to go and spend the time with the family. I'll say briefly about our speakers. Mukesh Bopana, certainly he has got some BP. I think some ill. I think he's not able to join. I don't think. And I will talk about my dear friend, Mr. Kalyan Sivalinga. He has been a very focused into the venture capital PE investment banking throughout his career. I think he started his career in HDFC Bank, then Citibank, then he was advisor to the board of the TVS Capital, and now he is the senior director for the InCred Capital, which has got a good association with KKR, and they are going in a big way. I'm sure people, our budding entrepreneurs, they will be benefiting from Mr. Kalyan's speech today. Then I have my dear friend. I welcome Mr. Kalyan. Can you unmute, please? Yeah. I welcome my dear friend, Mrs. Sachit Sanuja. In fact, I was really wonderful to see that both Sachit and myself were in the same company in the board. There is one microfinance company there, MSM Microfinance Company Limited. He's in the board, I'm also in the board. So we got introduced in the board level. In fact, if you see his career, 95, 96 companies, BTech, Merit, and is a master mariner. MBA, and he started as a management training in a company called SB Shipping. If I am correct, Mr. Sachit. In fact, from management training, he grown himself up to the level of MD of the company. Can you imagine? In a period of about 15 years time, he joined a management training and became managing director and partner of the company. And he is very entrepreneur mind person. The 2019, he started his own company. And he is now owning about 15 to 16 ships on his own and selling. He was a captain also for some time, and he's interested into cyber security and he has invested also in the board of MSI Microfinance Limited. He will be speaking to us about his experience, how he is helping others. It is very, very, he always thinks to help people. It's a small investment, big investment. So we are sure that he will be throwing light from the experience, how he can help the budding entrepreneurs. Then I have my dear friend, Shajan Goel. In fact, he is a chartered accountant, and he started his career with the Axis Bank. Then he was other organizations in between, and now he's for last many years he is the president with Yes Bank, now part of the you can say subsidiary of the SBI, and he has got very good experience in terms of the helping people in terms of funding, cross selling into the financial products, etc. We are sure will be benefited. And today we have got many other friends. I must thank Behrabu. I must thank the OCF team, Guru Bhai. And we have, I can see many of the friends, even Basant also, one of our board member, MSM, he's also there. So many people are there. Vivek Bhai is there, all are there. So I will not take much time. I'll tell you all our speakers. The basic idea of this meeting is Oriya entrepreneurs, Oriya budding entrepreneurs, Oriya people who got good ideas. You can see, as I told you, even Erida, IIT chairman, he's also Oriya. RBI governor is also Oriya. Even we have got IBC chairman, also Oriya. You go to anywhere, lot of in the financial sector mainly, even you will find a lot of Oriya people occupying the very, very senior position, decision-making position in India and abroad also. And the only thing is we need a scope. The OCF will be a kind of a intermediary or kind of a platform where all the budding entrepreneurs, Oriya people, they can come. We will help them. So now we are inviting you. Please give your experience, give your idea how these budding entrepreneurs you can help them from your source, from your contact, from your own company. So at least when we next time we meet, we will be inviting particularly few entrepreneurs will meet one-to-one or maybe like giving a pitch type of this thing. And now I welcome Kalyan because he's from the industry, a very, very experienced person. Kalyan, you can speak your experience. Yes, Kalyan Sivalinga, Senior Director of Incred Capital. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It's my, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, it's my absolute honor and pleasure to be on this panel today on Sunday. Sunday is not a problem. In fact, I have just, Mr. Shushanji knows that I've just returning today just 9:30. I have returned from a 2,000 kilometer trip to Chennai, Bangalore, and some other places in South. But specifically, I have a special place for Oriya and Mr. Dr. Sushant Chaudhary. So I'm here. It's my pleasure. I've always been interacting with OCF. Now, coming to the opening remarks on the topic today and the context set by Mr. Mishra and Mr. Chaudhary on in these testing times, what are the options that the startups have? Now, I would say I would kind of open my remarks and probably leave it to the rest of the people and then the following Q&A. I think it's a time to reflect for all of us. What COVID has really given us is a kind of a passing phase, a bridge. Now with all the disaster management and various methods people have adapted, we should identify that this is basically a health crisis, not a financial crisis. So the health solution should come first. The way we need to manage the whole society should come first, then subsequently a financial solution would come. Obviously, there have been huge financial loss to an extent that I would say the mortality rate, which is about 3% odd, compared with that, the mortality rate of businesses is higher than the mortality rate of humans, which is a worrying scenario. But that said, this is a time to reflect. When I say it's time to reflect, what I mean is it's a passing phase, it's a bridge phase. This is again the time when we can't apply the general principles, but we need to understand the principles of crisis management and then apply it. It's like a Samanya Dharma versus Apad Dharma. I think that is the situation we are currently in. We should find out the ways and means governments and banks and financial institutions are finding to see what is the right Apad Dharma that we have to follow. So so the startups will be evaluated by the investors or lenders. One broader criteria of evaluation would be what is the business model, how they have been operating pre-COVID and post-COVID. So there is getting applied to see whether this business is going to survive post-COVID, and if yes, in what form. So that is one important point that even the entrepreneurs should reflect on to themselves. Definitely, world is not going to be the same, and I think it's very clear by now. It is going to be new normal. So, but between pre-COVID and post-COVID, there's this COVID period, right? This bridge period. Now, this is a time where there are a lot of bridge kind of rounds of funding that people are exploring today. The dilemma that the entrepreneurs face is, look, they want to say that, look, this is a good business, is going to continue. But the question in the minds of investors is, how certain are we on that? So investor always tries to take advantage of the opportunity, and the entrepreneur cannot short sell this their business at a lower valuation because they're going through a certain phase. The questions, of course, are how long this is going to be, what's going to be new normal, etc. Between the pre-COVID and post-COVID, there is a bridge funding. So this bridge funding is something one need to explore. Some of the classic examples of bridge funding can be funding from HNIs, UHNIs, friends and family. You need to go and do re-ups. Now, re-up means existing investors supporting them with more, existing lenders supporting with them more, etc. Fortunately or unfortunately, it depends on the circumstance. Existing investors or lenders are very choosy in terms of whom they want to back and whom they don't want to. Where they don't want to, even the entrepreneurs should reflect upon some of those things. There are a lot of schemes available from SIDBIs to banks, etc., for the existing set of people, and there can be more. We'll discuss through the session today. But the overarching theme, some of the things that you should keep and track in mind, I'll give a couple of examples and pause there, is if you look at people like Reliance or people like some of the FMCG majors and even private equity strategies, a lot of people are today looking at deleveraging strategy. A lot of bridge rounds of funding by the private equity funds are happening to provide capital to the companies so that they deleverage, either in terms of financial deleveraging or operational deleveraging. That is the way forward, because while the pandemic may end in a year, the impact of it can definitely last for another couple of years, depending on which industry you are in. So let's be prepared for that and look at suitable sources of funding. I pause it here.
Yeah. Thank you, Kalyan. Actually, you are basically here to help our budding entrepreneurs here. So when you talk about PE or larger component of the Reliance and all, we are not. We are here directly to help our budding entrepreneurs. So thank you for your valuable suggestions. I now request Mr. Sachit Sanuja, how he is being a BTech or master in a marine person, join as a management training and went up to the position of the managing director. And what motivated him? Now he has become a big investor and he's a big entrepreneur now. We'd like to hear from you. Mr. Sachit, please.
Good morning, sir. I hope everybody can hear me. So, yeah, I mean, big and all is the perception. We are all very small people who want to help, budding entrepreneurs. But I was listening to Kalyan, and I think he's made very, very good points. When I started, there were very few opportunities. My father was in the army, and I wanted to join the Merchant Navy. So I joined in 1995 in a company called V-Ships. And V-Ships is the largest ship manager in the world, running 1,000+ ships. And from there, I started to, in about a couple of years, was very quick to get into the rank of a captain, and I got very bored. After I got bored, I came to Chennai, got an opportunity to handle a couple of ships from here, and from there I took it as a challenge to make that company having a footprint in India, which was never done before. No shipping company or management company used to run from India because of our cultural problems, integrity, and stuff like that, where the foreign owners are not very comfortable to give their valuable assets, which each cost about 25, 30, 40 million dollars to Indians. We started in 2007 with a small team of 4 people, and I slowly grew it to the team last in 2019 was 750 people, and we did mergers and acquisitions in various countries. From there, I got again, I got a little restless. I wanted to do my own thing. So now I'm in, I own ships. I manage ships, and we're trying to grow more. The idea behind or the motivation behind this was to bring these businesses to India, which are major crowd pullers, major things that make a change in the economy. We have been able to prove on a very big scale in marine that marine industry can be run from India. I also invested into various businesses after that, in cybersecurity, in microfinance, in food chain, in restaurants, I have a production company. So I invested into various businesses to for a couple of things.
We are
One
also working
was
on Marine College, Sajid, forgetting.
we have a marine college also, which is in Chennai as well. It's about 1 lakh square feet of space, which is running. We have a travel company. So what I want to say in that we invested into all these companies because, one, to make sure that we are not dependent on one business, and two, to make sure that we create enough jobs in India rather than creating jobs around the world. So I am not based in Singapore, sir. I am based in Chennai, but my companies are all registered there. So that's how the name card says it. I prefer to stay in India. Coming to the opportunities for the entrepreneurs now, adding to what Kalyan said, opportunity are huge today. I mean, COVID, maybe different businesses have different experience. I'll tell you my experience. The COVID has brought huge opportunities for Indians, for India, for entrepreneurs. I have seen the consolidation happening like never before. The only hitch that we are facing today is that Indians have to adapt to the global methods. Two things: integrity, consistency. The quality or consistency, what we can call it, is very important. These two things have to be adapted. This is one of our weakness, and we have not, as individuals, done enough to make sure that our reputation in the global industry remains global. Cultural integration with those guys, we are still very hierarchical. We are still penny-wise pound foolish at certain places. Investing into systems, investing into people, investing into training has become our last priority. And all the businesses that I have invested into, I have made sure that we invest into people, we invest into training, and they have a global taste to it. I, as a single person investing into various businesses, I'm still looking at a lot of plans, opportunities. Every day we have I have a group of people who advise me on. Mr. Ganpati Rao is in this panel. I invited him, who advised me to invest into various businesses. And I think what Kalyan said, HNI, friends, families, is the way to go for smaller businesses right now. Unicorn deals are very good to make, but they make very good headlines, whereas the non-unicorn deals make very good profits. And that's what we are here for. We all want to help people, at the same time make businesses which are actually defined businesses, not only paper businesses. Going forward, I just wanted to say that I'm very open to, if people have ideas, if people have things that they would like to present. My details are with Mr. Chaudhary also, and if we can get together and create some more businesses, I would be very happy to be a part of it. At that, I think I also will pause here, and then we should discuss this as the discussion goes along.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sachit. Really fantastic. You are coming forward to help people, entrepreneurs. I am sure that it may be 1% of your time and money can be given to the budding entrepreneurs. Looking at that, we will be having a separate session. Now I welcome Shajan Goel. Shajan ji, Mr. Shajan Goel, our Yes Bank, president of Yes Bank, part of State Bank now. So he has got a varied experience with the banking industries and in terms of funding, investment banking. Shajan, I welcome you. Please
Yeah, good morning, everybody, and special thanks to Sir Chaudhary and OCF. Though I am also from you can say a small state from MP, and MP and Odisha they used to share good borders and all. So I can have an experience of you can say coming from a small place and how to find a space in the well developed and well you can say competitive environments and all. So coming on this pandemic gave us a lot of opportunity, like digitalization space. We have entered like almost 5 years ahead from what we used to be, because I'll share few examples of the financial industry where we people never thought like the digitalization can be happen, or like in every industry there is a mechanism called DRS, disaster recovery system, and this pandemic and the DRS is always used to make for hardly for a month or a 45 days or few days or few months. But in my lifetime this is the first time happening. 6 months or it's the 7th month going on, you can say the business is as usual even on the DRS situation. All the businesses, all the activities are going on. I'll just share 2 3 examples. Like in a banking industry, clearing activity no one can admit accept, or before this pandemic we never thought like this can also happen through a remote location. In mutual fund industry as well, whether it's an investment, it's a distribution, whether it's like a redemptions, all 3 main activities are happening from remote locations. And I would share with you guys, insurance industry and mutual fund industry has never stepped out. In this 7 months they have not stepped out a single step out of their home. They are working very well, and they are so you can say participating in the entire financial industry. And in this 7 month, financial market, stock exchanges, mutual fund, insurance and banking never stop for a day or for a minute. 24 by 7 everybody is working. So the conclusion is like the digitalization, which we used to take 5 years because of this pandemic, we are ahead of you can say 5 years, or minimum 5 years, I would say, what we used to be, what we are going to achieve in next in a normal course of our business. And this is a very good example what we are interacting from our remote locations. Otherwise, to organize this kind of workshop to Mr. Sushant must have taken a months of time and a lot of expenditure as well. This is also a very good, you can say, right, real time example what we are sharing and experiencing right now. So, and coming on the, you can say, business as a funding requirement of the entrepreneurs and all. In my career of approximately 17 to 18 years in the finance, started from NSDL, then Axis Bank, then Yes Bank since 2011. The only problem what I face is communication of the right need. The entrepreneurs who are coming, be it a established, be it a startup, be it like a fledged struggler, if they are not able to communicate what they want, for what purpose they want the funds, and how the funds will be utilized, and how the funds will be repaid to a lender or to equity investor, then there is a big gap over there. There is a taker of every business, there is a bet of every business. People are ready to back irrespective of the as a lender or as an equity investor. But the opportunities are there. People are ready to back to the good business ideas. That is why in last 5 to 10 years, we have seen so many, you can say, new business ideas, which we have never thought also in our conventional and traditional lifestyle. So today also, like life is as usual, everybody is enjoying a lot of across all the sector, I would say, is working very fine. Even in this pandemic time, we find the people are not able to step out from their home, from wherever they are confined, they are working very well. And this is how my gist. I will take a pause here so that we can hear more from our entrepreneurs, emerging entrepreneurs, I would say. Those will be the future of and the new unicorns will, or whatever Mr. Shanoj is saying. The new idea, new entrepreneur will also be developed among these many players.
Thank you, Sajanji. Fantastic idea, fantastic experience sharing. Now I'll before we go to the second round of the speech, our speakers, I have only one question to all three of you, or even our Ganapati Rao sir, all are here. Is it the funding only for the traction, or for idea, or for concept? Wherever somebody goes to the funding agency like P or VC or somebody, do you have a traction? Do you have experience? Do you have a book? Is it only this traction, or you have idea, concept? You can also put money. Kalyan, Sachit, or Goel Saab, or Ganapati Rao sir. Anybody can.
Mr. Chaudhary, may I just supplement with your question so that they can address both the issues in one go?
Please, sir.
Yeah, to the panel of speakers and other distinguished people over here. In particular, taking a very practical view of the usefulness of our meeting, I was just trying to address, not to, discount the already high value deliberations which have been done by the three distinguished guests. Profusely thanking you for that, sir. And after that, in particular, requesting you to tell what has exactly been done for bridging the gap in communication between a person who's in need of funds, that means an applicant, because without physically moving into, if I need the funds, whether I can online apply for that, and is there a platform in place which would assess my credibility? And second part is, are there some sunrise areas in this COVID impacted environment which have been identified, which can be communicated to the interested parties and the entrepreneurs for their benefit? That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ashok Bhai. I think this question, either Mr. Kalyan or even our Ganapati Rao, our guest is there. He's a senior VP from the DBS Bank. If he calls this again, Chip in also will be very happy, sir. So unmute, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, unmute, sir.
Sir,
Unmute, please. Unmute.
Sir, you are on mute.
Mute, sir. Unmute.
You're on mute.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm not from bank, sir. I'm only shipping.
Okay.
Yeah, from shipping only.
Yeah.
And today there is a cash crunch post 2008 crisis, and we still are in the same stage because there is a mutual suspicion between the banks and the enterprise. So how shipping is going to fare? So again, the resizing up is taking place, and today we are short of finance, and we are roaming around everywhere except all banks except Blood Bank. Of course, PEs are already giving us some kind of hope. And as you said, PEs have invested in equities, but then now they wanted to deleverage. So right now, still we are into this hunt for cash, sir. That is all I have to say in the beginning, sir. Thank you very much for this.
Then Mr. Kalyan, I think you're right person to say the bridging of the gap. Our Ashok Bhai is asking for the benefit, because I know that you are experienced both investment banking and also PE. You are in the both side, so you know the pain, because you are being a investment banker, also you are a PE funder also. Yeah.
Sure. So one is how to overcome this physical meeting. So to answer your question, both the question I think very relevant. Both Mr. Mishra supplemented your question. Yeah, I think very clearly. Unfortunately, a lot of entrepreneurs want to get the idea funded. So investors don't fund the idea. Idea is important, but investors fund the ability of the team to execute the idea, because idea can be copied. Because before the meeting, only the entrepreneur knows the idea. After the meeting, even the investor knows the idea. But the difference is that the ability of the entrepreneur to execute that particular idea. So it becomes imperative for the investor or the lender to evaluate the promoter. So physical meeting happening is a very important requirement. And I know a lot of friends from the VC and HNI family office also who are not really going ahead with the funding because all the other things are tick mark, except the fact that they couldn't physically meet. Yes. So that's still a huge requirement that is pending. That's a challenge. So we have to figure out a way, a safe way. The fact is that we have to live with it. I'm not suggesting that we should be careless or not heed to the fact that we need to follow all these needed prescribed guidelines. But wherever possible, we need to figure out a way to make that physical meeting happen. That's one. Second part of the sunrise sectors thing that has been raised. See, I think one of the basic principles of any business is what is called a vision opportunity strength mapping. So an entrepreneur has a vision, there's an opportunity in the market, and whether the entrepreneur has a strength to realize his vision or take advantage of the opportunity. So among these three, any circumstance, not only COVID, will provide opportunities. That doesn't mean that the entrepreneur should jump into it. Probably
Yes.
you may have to, what do you call it, the vision can undergo a revision. That is okay. But it can't just completely go by the opportunity alone in the market. But opportunities are extremely important. A crisis provides an opportunity, and an extraordinary crisis like this provides an extraordinary opportunity. This is probably can provide, like Sachit was telling some time back, this is undoubtedly something which can provide once in lifetime opportunity, because cycles provide opportunities once in 8 years, 9 years, 10 years cyclically. But circumstances like COVID or the Great Depression, they provide once in lifetime opportunities. So if you are anyway close to your vision and your strengths, you will have to move within that matrix of yours so that you can take best advantage opportunity. You may have to compromise a bit of your vision. You may have to add a bit of your strengths. You may have to partner. You may have to dilute your equity to somebody to add your strengths if needed. But definitely opportunity has to be explored. This is something I would say on the 2 points raised.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kalyan. See, the my point is when we have a person like Mr. Ganpati Rao and Sachit, Sajan, you and our Ashok Bhai, all the bankers are there. My point is, always you think only a connection required to get funding. One should have a connection. How to get a connection? Like today, in the worst scenario, if you see last 10 years, the best funding has come during the worst scenario. If you see the April, May, June, we have got about $26 billion of funding from the abroad. Like funding has come in the PE. It may be maximum must have gone to Reliance, but if you see in terms of the quantum, 26 billion has come to the India for investment. That's also we say the worst period, April, May, June, where your both input output may be worse in a scenario. But how to get connect? Because we see if we are here, fine. We are also trying to connect entrepreneurs. But the idea, the concept, how if somebody can come out, people like you, Incred Capital or Sachit Bhai or anybody can come out. Yes, we are here. We know 10 people. We know senior VP of this VC. So give your idea. How to, because everybody say you come and give a pitch. Once you give a pitch, they say we do have a traction. Okay, you do for 6 months, will come back. So we need somebody really who will come and hand hold of our budding entrepreneurs and help them and grow them. I would like some of you can be a mentor of the small, maybe like cyber security or maybe like IT, maybe like marine, anything is there. Somebody can be a mentor. We are not calling as a speaker today. I think we're writing the mistake speaker. We are calling as a speaker and mentor. So somebody can mentoring these entrepreneurs. We are here, OCF. We will give you a lot of opportunity for you, all the funding agencies or P or VC. You need not go and hunt. We will give you 20 entrepreneurs. You please select them, give a time, take 5 minutes from everybody, see the presentation and finalize one. And we'll very happy, maybe about 10 lakhs, maybe 20 lakhs, maybe any small amount, because 10 lakhs also giving them the kind of incubator center. They can also take some money. Can we do that? Yes, Sachit. Ms. Sachit, can you just come out with your idea?
Somebody has mute their. Can you hear?
Some disturbance, can we mute please? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
So what
better.
what happens, from my side, I worked all with private equities for shipping finance. I worked with I have financed some of the businesses myself, and I have done all the three what Kalyan said. I have divulged my share in various companies to bring more investors in. According to me, there are a couple of things. One is a sheep investor, like if everybody is investing in IT, there are some of them who will say, okay, we will also invest in IT. Today is the IT fashion. Tomorrow is the cyber security fashion. Third day is, Elon Musk fashion. So that is an investor, who will follow you. So these are the kinds which are, even happens in the friends. If I'm investing, I do that. I leverage all that. So once I have invested in a few businesses and by luck or by fluke or whatever they have worked. So people now think that if I invest, they should invest. My judgment can be correct in that. That's one type of investor. Then there are some investors who do it to save their jobs. There is this has to be done. I mean, you can't be not being in an investment company sitting there and not investing for 1 year. You have to find something to invest in. And when you're finding something to invest in, the difference starts where the entrepreneur starts thinking, why I am not getting the investment, because on paper it doesn't work for him. He might have the best idea, he could be able to implement it as well, but he doesn't know how to present it. And if he doesn't know how to present it, the guy who's working for a professional investment company will not be able to help you. Or if he tries to help you, first he has to do your work and then he has to do his work. Otherwise, if an individual can still come in and say, okay, fine, I like you, I will do it with you, and let's see how it goes. So those risk takers are less today. Idea funding, very good point. Idea funding doesn't work. The execution ability does work, but I still feel still little differently from that thing. The idea is the main thing, and I think none of the like you said that the once you know the idea, after some time the investor also knows the idea after the meeting. I feel little differently over here. I think the idea, you can never put it on words fully, and it's like making a dish, cook at home. If things are going wrong while you are cooking, the cook knows exactly how much to add and how much to do, because he's already visioned that. But if you read a recipe and try to replicate it, it's not that simple. So idea, in my opinion, and as an investor, is a very, very big part of the investment. But yes, like I said, if you don't give a proper package to it, a global feel to it, a scalability option to it, it's very difficult, even if the investor wants to help you to help, because it's very important that you first let go of your dream of buying the car and the house and the fancy phone. First is to invest in that company, its systems, its digitization, get a proper I'm telling you, I have done pitches. I have asked for these entrepreneurs to do some pitching. I'll tell you the practical roadblocks I have faced. One, their VC doesn't work. They either do it from a phone, or they have the cheapest camera from the world which they can buy and put it on the screen and try to do it. Little bit of investment is required on that. Very important these days. Number two, their own pitch. They have never tried to do it professionally. Would not want to clean up their presentation, put the numbers properly. You see one sheet the numbers match, the other sheet numbers don't match. Even if they do that properly, the third thing is that very important point Kalyan said, they're not ready to divulge. Somebody put in their mind percentage is everything in the company. You have 51%, you are the case. Not like that. Even having 51%, you can still lose your company very fast if the investor has bad intentions. The MOU says there is a shareholding agreement. There are hundreds of things in an investment. It's not only the percentage in the company. That is something that these boys and girls have to understand, and uh, and move their pitch around that. Not that I want control of the company. I'm not going to invest. You give me the money, I'll do what I feel like doing. The process, the flowchart of how the investment and the execution of the idea will happen should be as clear as as a movie. Should be as clear. The scenes should be as clear that this is first, second, third, and these are my contingency plans. The last thing that we face is product oriented investment. So for example, I invested into cybersecurity company. There is a CEO in that company, young boy. He starts making the company into a bigger level, and suddenly meets with an accident and dies. Now what do I do? Right? So where is that contingency, the plan B? These 4 or 5 things are very important, and what we should do, I feel, is that we as people who want to invest, it's not only the money actually. There are people who want to invest into various businesses. It is a passion as well as it's deleveraging your risk. We should make sure that we are mentoring these people. Somebody has mentored us. Like I said, one of my mentors sitting here, somebody has mentored us, telling us how to do this. We like Sushant said, that we should be able to make sure that we can mentor these guys how to pitch. That's number one. And when they pitch to us, I think we should be fair enough to them that they are doing it for the first time. And what is our area of expertise? We should, make sure that we are able to help them. And number three is we should be able to convince our own investors to invest into them. That is also very, very important from our side. That's a help that we will do for the society. Going forward, Sushantji, I think it's very important that if you are making a panel like this, these guys, the entrepreneurs are given a chance to to connect and to present. I don't know how that will be done in a separate forum or how that will be done.
We will have a separate forum. We'll call about 20 entrepreneurs to give them 5 minutes time to pitch their product.
Because I have been doing these rounds for almost now 6-7 months, and let me tell you that the money from Europe, especially Europe, Japan, and Singapore, they don't have much options to invest, but they are looking at sound investments. And we have got, we have got investments, we got doing this, but they are out of options. Most of the industries, Kalyan said very clearly, the impact of these things, the biggest impact according to me will be that people will be out of investment options.
Okay,
Totally.
so we are fortunate to have you, because we will be, wherever we have any mistake, or we will rectify through your experience. And now we have eminent personality like Ravi Pani, Messia, Virenchi, Bhai were there. Our Anup Agrawal is there. I think now, if you have to say, I will leave it to Ashok Mishra Bhai, whether we can have an open forum Q&A, question and answers. I think anybody has got any difficulties, because our main motto is to help our entrepreneurs. So how we can help it? Not only the P or VC, we got a lot of other funding. Like we have got CIDBI, we have got NABARD, we have got the banks, we have got IFCI Ventures. People, I think only funding which is a bank or P or VC. There are so many other ways. We have got a lot of ultra HNI they fund. We have a crowdfunding. A lot of ways avenues are there. We have also every city like Bombay, Chennai, Bhubaneswar. We got angel funding also there. We have an angel group. They are also funding. And we are also thinking, OCF also we are thinking of whether we can create a fund, though legally we cannot manage it. So we can also help through some way we can help them. So that is our idea in the future. So Ashok Bhai, I will leave it to now. Please, you have other members, any entrepreneur, they have any questions or particular question, anybody.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary. Yeah. Very, very interesting and also useful deliberations today. There is one point which, as a banker, I would like to supplement over here, that the government's emergency fund, which they have earmarked an amount of about 3 lakh crores, that's ECLGS. My friends may be knowing over here, that is Emergency Credit Linked Guarantee Scheme, which provides exposures of banks up to 25 crores, full government guarantee to address the pandemic impacted environment, business environment. Wherever there is a need for credit, I mean, people, those who are deleveraging is fine, but should an entrepreneur with a good idea want to have access to some funds by way of credit, he could tap this resource, because to my understanding and the information I have, this particular segment is not able to take off in want of entrepreneurs. So that is one. And I would like to also, yeah, Mr. Chaudhary, you were speaking something?
No. I'm just, please carry on, sir. Carry on. Once you speak.
So with this, I think we have addressed most of the issues, but I think I have not checked.
मैं रोज दिन में 4 घंटा की सो पा रही हूँ, रात को मैं 2-2:30 बजे तक उठ जा रही हूँ, उसके बाद मैं सो नहीं पा रही हूँ, पिछले 4 दिन से हो रहा है.
Kindly unmute, please. Yeah.
Please unmute. I thought somebody was asking a question.
No.
Anyway, that's also good. Somebody was unable to sleep. Wish you a good sleep. That's important. They say that it's good for your immunity.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now we're talking about coming to this particular point. I would invite, I was checking some time ago, we have almost touched 100 participants across the globe. So that's very encouraging. Would anybody try to pose, like to pose a question which is of relevance?
Good morning to all. My name is Vivek Mishra.
Yeah.
I am calling from Reliance Jamnagar. I am a senior vice president here.
Welcome,
and
sir.
I am a alumni of NIT Rourkela in 1981 batch. So if my question to all panelists, First of all, thanks to Susan Bhai for putting everything together, and thanks to all panelists to putting very wise statement and useful for the entrepreneurs. See, my question is, we are passing through a really abnormal situation, not medical wise, not only that, economic wise. I'll tell you, millions of people have lost job, particularly young people. I'll tell you, I'm in Gujarat, from Ahmedabad and Surat, more than 3 to 4 lakh people have gone to Odisha, and they are without job because they are skilled in textile and diamond. Similarly, several people from other parts of Chennai, Bangalore, they are back in Odisha. Their number is to the extent of 10 lakh. They are without job, and they cannot take up agriculture. They don't have access to the bank because they are mostly skilled in a particular trade, not having much access to bank, knowledge about bank. That's one. This is one example like that. If you see, same thing in Uttar Pradesh, about 18 lakh people have lost job. Even a company like Reliance also had done some downsizing, even if it's not published. And the product cut has taken place to the extent of 30%. I'll tell you, it's very obvious because you see, we make aviation turbine fuel, which is not selling even one drop. We make diesel, which is selling only 50%. And we cannot run the plant full because of the product mix. The production has to cut down by 25-30% and all that. And I imagine the same situation in all industries. In this current situation, my suggestion is for all the bankers and entrepreneurs and think tank, everybody cannot think like us and all do that thing. The priority should be creating job opportunities, thinking this is a emergency situation, creating mass job opportunities across the country, particularly rural sector or anywhere, it's okay. Particularly involving this capital from overseas or capital from venture capitalists or banks and all that. How to create job opportunity for all these people, millions of people. That is our biggest challenge and thing. And I want some opinion and discussion on this. Creating job opportunities in next couple of years in India to engage all these people, and particularly the young people, skilled people like this. That's my request and question to all of you.
Thank you, Vivek bhai. Anybody can take this question, either our Kalyan or Goel Saab from banking. Who will take this question, or anybody from the audience also? They can also.
Yeah, I would like to address this issue from a part of it. It's only a side observation, not an answer actually. When we talk in terms of the perspective of this particular forum, the question which is asked is a very, very relevant question, but it would involve a long-term strategy, because the issues which have been thrown up, the problems which have now surfaced, are going to take time to be addressed. And the highest level government at the macro level also, they are really worried about it. It would take time. I think what this forum should be engaged in is to address the immediate issues which are in hand. I mean, what I wanted to say is there is no point in thinking about issues which are not under our control, and they are basically strategic issues and long-term issues which cannot be addressed by us. We will talk about it, we will discuss about it, but it is wiser to address the issues in hand, which are tactical more, and issues in hand. If we have some people, some entrepreneurs, by resolving their issues, by funding and financing them, by ironing out the information asymmetry which we were talking about, if we find that they are successful, then automatically the finances, the economy will rev up, the employment will be generated. And so while we discuss the strategic issue, the long-term issue, we would pinpoint at how we can resolve the issues which are most immediate. Now, anybody else who would like to answer this question, you're most welcome, sir. Mr. Chaudhary, you can now steer the discussion.
Last webinar, about 2-3 weeks back, we had a webinar on the same funding for a particular sector, and IFCI CEO and MD, IFCI Mr. Tomra there. He was telling that, in fact, we are prepared, we are ready to make OCF as our partner. If any good proposal comes, you can scrutinize, or you can make it, you can always come to us. So we are also, I'm also requesting all our speakers, panelists, and whoever has got access. So let us see, OCF can be a nodal agency for a few, maybe the PE company or VC, or to any government funding like an NABARD, SIDBI, wherever. So if OCF can be linked to them, So many people, they cannot reach to Bombay, or they can't even in the same state also, they're not able to go to the office nowadays. If they can reach to us digitally, also we're also as a OCA as a forum, we'll be able to help them how to connect with the investors, how to go to the P, how to go to the VC, how to go to the banks. We let many people, they do not know how to make a CMA data. Also, we have got people like Mr. Sir, Birenji Babu, and they can also always help. But they know what is promoter's contribution, what is the debt equity ratio, etc. Many people, they do not know that. At least for the minimum, whatever the level we have, the OCF can help. We are ready to help. We got a proper infrastructure ready in Bhubaneswar, in Delhi, in fact in Chennai also. We are having a proper infrastructure for the OCF. So we are ready to be an intermediary, be a point of contact, both for the entrepreneurs and for the funding, PE or VC or banks there. Whoever has got any idea, because we can always connect you hundreds of entrepreneurs with you. And sir, Mr. Rai, we have a lot of budding entrepreneurs. If we can open forum to them, and I'm sure Sachit Bhai or our Kalyan, Goyal Sir, Girdhar Rao Sir were there. They will definitely get some idea, and we can fix up one good meeting next time. Selectively, yes, we call only 15 or 12 entrepreneurs. Let them give their pitch, and I'm sure the 3-4 speakers, they are ready to also fund.
Mr.
Sushant
Chaudhary,
bhai, Sushant bhai, Anadi Sahu kouchi.
Sir,
I am Anadi Sahu.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Yes.
But Bharat.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful discussion which I was hearing.
Yeah.
The very quite eminent personalities. Sir, one important thing what our friend from Jamnagar told about, how to engage the particular migrant labor. See, I have one suggestion which I have given earlier.
Yeah.
See, roti ke baad kapda aata hai. After roti, it is kapda. Kapda means textiles. See,
Yes.
all these people are skilled in textile. So, textile we can have MSc CDP program, which is micro and small enterprise cluster development program. What will happen? Taking some 200 or 400 artisans, those are expertise in textile industries, we can form a society of them. And this society, suppose they want to do some handloom work or even power loom, or they want to go for texturizing, or they can go for this dyeing and coloring or processing. So it should be an integrated textile park at different strategic location where Odisha is importing a lot of things, including the fabric, including the dyes and everything. So now it is a right opportunity if you can engage these particular, workers and convince them. And you say Mudra Yojana is there, that PMMY is there.
Yes.
So all can get loan up to 10 lakh. They don't require more than 10 lakh for 2 looms or 3 looms.
Unsecured loan.
This will be a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
This is one thing. So we can engage this textile skilled worker. Number two, diamond, which I was in Gujarat also.
Yeah.
So, you remember 2007, there was a crisis in diamond industries in Gujarat that time, if you remember all.
Yeah, 7,
That
8,
time
9
because
years.
of the flood and everything. Yeah, you're correct. So that time also government took a lot of steps. They started to reskill the worker because diamond you may not get them engaged quickly. So we can think of reskilling them on the emerging sector. It is also possible.
We can have a
Yeah.
separate system.
So specific we can do it.
Yes,
Yeah, correct.
rehabilitation of the people, migrant labor, etc. We can have separate system.
Correct.
And now, sir, I am
Yeah.
requesting
I have
Ravi Pani sir.
Yeah. So this is.
Ravi Pani sir.
I have only last question. I have a last question. Since all the panels are financial expert, I have been thinking for a long time. We are thinking about equity. We are thinking about debt. But some people may not be right for equity, and they may not be eligible for debt. But they require a mezzanine type of instrument. It could be quasi-equity, it could be sub-debt. But I am not finding there is any particular action by the government or by the different private bodies to develop this mezzanine instrument in form of sub-debt or quasi-equity.
Yeah, we have that OCD.
So will they put some light
optional
on that?
convertible, we have
How
we have
will
debentures. We have
be
debentures, no? The debentures can be borrowed. OCD, CCD is convertible debenture can be also borrowed. So we are, I think we are forming a team and we are.
Yeah, this is a part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So now,
Sushant
sir, I
Babu,
think,
that is for the companies. Suppose
thank
you
you.
are not a company.
Thank you, Radhivai. I think
Yeah.
fantastic input
Right.
you have given. I think we have Ravi Pani sir from
Okay.
Delhi. I think he's
So,
eminent.
so there are some questions in the chat.
Yeah.
Can we address that? There are some
Yes,
questions.
I think Pani sir, Ravi Pani sir, he want to say something very interesting. I'll just let us see. Then we can go to chat. We'll see what question we can answer. Pani sir, unmute please. Unmute please. Pani sir, unmute please. Unmute Pani sir. Sir, unmute please, Pani sir. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sushant. I've been listening to your. No, it's good to have success stories like Suchit's story is there. The bankers are also there, but the present situation at this moment is sustaining rather than planning. Now, what we have to do is how to do the sustaining. Whatever the people who have come from, how to be hand them. Now, I have a proposal. I have been doing it. I have been offering people that anybody needs seed capital. Loan schemes are there in the country plenty. All banks are also falling, but they all need is a seed capital. Now, I have a proposal. If anybody needs a seed capital, they can approach us, and at least we will arrange the seed capital from our funds till 10 lakhs. So that's starting from 500 rupees to 10 lakhs. Anybody needs a seed capital, we are there to assist them.
Fantastic.
And the second question, which I understand what many of the experts have said, that the proposal, the startups, I have been acting as a mentor, and the biggest problem for me is that all these projects, they have very good ideas, but they don't have any revenue model with them. Now, these people are very poor. We have to guide them exactly what will be their revenue model. Unless they are commercially viable, I don't think any P capital or any venture capital, any HNI will entertain them. So that's where exactly I think your organization can help them to make their ideas commercially viable. Thank you. It's just a suggestion.
Thank you. I think Ravi Pani sir, I can tell you that you are the person who has got direct link. You can dial number of Rajiv Mishra, who is the CEO of the South Bank. You are the only person in the group. Directly you have got access with Rajiv.
But Rajiv, of course, Rajiv Mishra is there. I mean, it is SoftBank is lending a lakhs of rupees. They
you can dial him. Directly also dial him.
I agree to that, but they are not very happy with the way the Indian businessmen are working. No. Their biggest disappointment is the Oyo hotel.
Maybe Oyo happens there because yes, Oyo before the pandemic also Oyo had some bigger problem. Yes, I understand.
So we have to educate ourselves first, and then we should go to there. We will make our.
I know you have got an excellent contact. You can help also. Yes, please.
Yeah, Mr. Pani, I just wanted to, will it be possible regarding the proposal for seed capital to place it on the WhatsApp group or to forward it to us so that we can forward this to a couple of other banks who will be having entrepreneurs in need of seed capital? I mean, if that's okay with you.
Ashokji, my problem is not getting a funds. My problem is getting a right proposal. My problem is getting.
No,
the
I
right
think
proposal.
We'll filter them, sir. We'll filter them.
I think I have.
Kalyan or Sachit, they will evaluate. We will call Mr. Sachit. We will ask Kalyan. We will call Mr. Mukesh Bopanna.
Sure.
They'll evaluate.
I need good proposals. The bankers need good proposals. The HNI needs good proposal. What we need is the people behind the project. That's one page. Half a page on people behind the project, and if they have a revenue model. These two questions will answer all their requirements.
See, I probably didn't make it very clear. I was talking, in fact, about entrepreneurs who are already there with the bankers, but unable to make a headway on account of want of seed capital. So there could be a bridging of the gap between the bank, the entrepreneur, and you, if the required information is with some of the bankers.
Yeah, we have to take it case by case. There are issues where the bank funding is already there, and these are on the verge of becoming NPA. Now, for them, no banker and no financial institution is going to help them. But if they are good entrepreneurs, if they have potentials, then their HNI is there to help them.
Pani sir, when you talk about the seed capital, I am sure it must be a beginning. the initial
No,
stage.
no, yeah, correct.
My objective of seed capital is to help those people who have been displaced, who are the migrant laborers with with some technical experience with them. If they want to start a small entrepreneur of theirs, even from a vegetable vendor to a small shopkeeper or a small, I am ready to help them with the seed capital, because all government schemes are with the loan facilities. All banking is also the loan facilities, but there is no scheme as far as the seed capital is there. We should deliberate more on that.
No,
Sushant,
one was speaking about new applicants. We were not speaking about any account going on the verge of NP or anything of that kind.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
New applicants is something I'm looking for also.
Yeah, exactly. And here there is something which is relevant. I was going through some news items yesterday. There is, it seems, almost an exodus of agricultural workers to non-agricultural workers. There was some statistics which was published yesterday by the Employment Exchange in Orissa, that there has been an exodus of the agricultural workers, and that may mean a lot of problems for the state. And I don't know if pan-India, what is the trend? I have not studied, but we should be aware of this.
Ashok bhai, I think we are taking a lot of time. Let us invite some of the entrepreneurs who are available here, including from Singapore. Some people are here, some other countries are here. They have anything, they can also please ask. We have got a bankers, Ashok bhai, they are, all speakers are there, investors there. So please come out, any budding entrepreneurs.
There are some questions in the chat also, Sushant bhai.
You please ask one by one, sir. Chat. Can
I raise my point? I have raised a question in the chat.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think Mr. Chaudhary, I think we have had a detailed discussion. I'm from Chennai, Soumya.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think initially we discussed about the education system.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And that clicked my idea. So we are developing a platform to educate, give the education in ODI medium initially. Because the Baiju, Vedantu, all those things you have is the English medium. But for to bridging the gap between English medium students and ODI mediums, there's no such platform in Odisha at all. And we are trying to get Mr. Sadangi to inaugurate that, but I think in October 2nd, he was a little busy. Initially given the appointment, then he cancelled that. So the point, what I'm raising here is when you develop that, because we are doing it from standard 6 to standard 10 at present. And later part will be going ahead and see how this platform will going to operate for to other cases once you analyze and see the market condition in that perspective.
Now also the new NEP is coming, new guideline is coming, new education.
Yeah, correct. That is the reason we have not gone to English medium at present.
Correct.
Because the 70% only the education system is for this year, and 22nd they might be bringing the new system. But what I understand out of all those things, that they'll be changing not substantially when you talk about English or mathematics, science, and civics. So they'll not change substantially. They'll be adding the other cultural part to that. So basically, I'm a chartered accountant having 15+ years of experience, and this platform is getting developed along with me, 2 of my relatives. One is NIT Kurukshetra pass out, then other guys, IIT Kharagpur. And we are developed certain content, and we are yet to market this product. So my specific question is that, okay, initially we'll be funding around 20-30 lakhs to start with, but the challenges are coming out, the cyber security, when you give to your customers or the students, how those things will not get copied, how do you restrict yourself in that front, and how do you make it bigger in size? Because in Odisha, the student size in these cases will be maximum around 20 lakh students. So reaching out each and look and current, that is the market we are applying it. It may take some time, but now coming to the specific questions, my question is that at what level a promoter should approach the investors to get the right valuation, and what should be his approach in that front?
I think valuation should not come. I think valuation should not come to picture in the beginning, because when you go to a investor, you should go for investment. Don't say valuation, because valuation is like a milestone. You do not see today my value after 1 year. In the process, valuation comes. Do not think valuation in the beginning itself. Kalyan.
No, because the point is, I have seed capital to invest. I am not approaching for the seed capital.
Yeah.
Okay. So once the investment go up, then you have to approach to the banker. There are two ways of approaching. One is about the seed capital, other is
I think
about enhancing your
Kalyan
business.
can really put a throw light to this particular question, because everybody thinks valuation. Valuation is let us not think today. Valuation is after 1 year, 2 years, like any process valuation will come. If you think today my value this much, I will dilute this much equity, so we'll never grow. You say I want investment, then after 1 year you value it. Yes, Kalyan.
Correct, I agree.
Kalyan.
Yeah, sure. So two things. One is, as Dr. Chaudhary was saying, valuation today, the fact is that the risk-taking ability, even Mr. Sachit was also mentioning some time back, today the risk-taking ability of the investors has gone down. The risk is all about uncertainty of occurrence of an event. That's the definition of risk. That uncertainty has gone up by many notches. So the risk ability of the investors has gone down. And the people who want to take risk want to have proportionate return. So obviously they are looking at opportunities where they can get at a lower valuation. That's a fact of the day today. So when you go and meet the investors, they are going to bargain and try to get a deal out of it, right? So you should be prepared for that, because the fact is that you need money today. Secondly, having said that, there are many intelligent ways of finding a solution which is a win-win. You can always say that, look, I think this is a passing phase. The impact on this on my business would be minimum. But the investor may agree, but he still have apprehension. So you can find out solutions like you can have upsides, you can have downsides. So what is called a cap, what is called a floor in terms of where you can set your valuation ranges, so on and so forth. And you can find out a solution. So, but the first important thing is take the money, because today raising capital itself is a task. And then you can figure out how to, find a solution. And any fair investor who is in long-term aligned with you will agree to the structure that you propose, because he is aligned, right? 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Get a good investor.
Yes, sir. Any other question? Any other question? Anybody else? Any other entrepreneurs?
I think there are some questions which are there already in the chat group. We can address those.
Somebody says, I think Vicky is asking, I am running a pharmaceutical startup from Kolkata and Bhubaneswar. Need proper system investment for my company. So who can help us? But he has not given anything quantifying or something. Is like a generic question. So possibly when you have one-to-one company, he can come for a presentation. We'll ask our Birenji Bhai, Birenji Mr. Bhai from the Bhubaneswar. He will be able to help us, because he is the person who is really in the ground, and he is physically or digitally meeting people and getting all the information and sharing with the banks and all the PVCs. So I request all our friends, entrepreneurs who are anything, they can write to Birenji Bhai or OCF or Chandrasekhar Babu. So we can also able to help them. So if any particular question, technicality, etc., how to reach, etc., there, possibly one Mr. Priyavada Das working at a data governance and data science platform for MSME, GDPR compliance, where data analytics can be leveraged.
Chaudhary Bhai, as you have said, let me share for the benefit of the questioner. My number, mobile number is 94370 29398. If anybody has got any individual question, because in detail to know how to get the solution, can contact me after this webinar is over. If generalized questions are there, we can answer here. If anybody has got any specific question regarding his business, how to find a solution or bank funding or a seed capital or all these things, individually one-to-one, then you can give me a ring after this, or ring to OCF or ring to my number. Then we can discuss on the general problems here. Number I repeat it.
No, we can have one paper. I mean, one pager for the people who are interested to ask questions.
Yes.
I mean, one-to-one for that one-to-one. We can have a one pager note of their company or whatever the requirement and all. So they can write it to OCF, and OCF will
yes,
have one-to-one.
That is what I'm saying.
Manoj Bhai also is there. I think he is not visible today. Manoj, he is also very actively interacted, but Manoj Bhai is not visible. I think Manoj Bhai has joined.
If they can write in detail, we can answer it. Even any specific question, a small one can answer. We can question it. We can directly answer also. If any
other startup is there in this group, entrepreneurs, they can always ask directly now.
Yes, sir. This is Dr. Satya. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please, sir, please.
Yes, please, sir, please.
Yes. So I have a startup in Odisha actually. So aggressively we have started hybrid coconut farming in Odisha. In the mission is to how we can empower the farmers community for their security, financial security. Because currently we see that 7-8 districts of Odisha badly affected by the flood, and every year also we have the cyclones. And farmers, they don't have any financial security. That's why we believe that by coconut farming they can protect themselves going through the financial crisis, because coconut trees are not much affected by the flood. And mostly we encourage to grow this dwarf variety hybrid coconuts, which has the yield of 5 times as compared to the local varieties. And those are the dwarf. They start yielding within 3 years, and also start yielding at a height of 3 feet. So I see huge demand of this. I mean, now we have a list of customers who started placing the orders, but I am looking for the capital, to expand my business. Also, I keep receiving phone calls from West Bengal, Jharkhand, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh. But right now I don't have capital to expand. So what is the best way to, and who can help me to quickly get the fund? Maybe I'm interested for the seed funding or equity-based funding or loan, whatever. But mostly I need this collateral-free loans. I don't have anything to keep in mortgage to get money. So what is the best way to move fast? And also we create huge employment. I mean, because we have hired 10 people. Also, we have started a tender coconut delivery in the societies, also some retail shops, because we see there's a huge demand of tender coconuts due to COVID crisis. People are looking for natural products to boost their immunity. And also we are trying to give employment at least 10 people to run our retail business. So we are creating opportunities for people. We are empowering the farmers in a different way. And we create one market space for farmers. And when we will produce a huge amount of coconuts, of course, we are looking into how we can establish the value-added industry in Odisha.
Can you say what is your present equity and present debt, and how much fund you require?
We didn't have any dilution till now. It's completely bootstrapped project, and it's profitable. It's highly demanding. So except bank statement, which is, I mean,
I mean to say how much you have invested in your business. Now
I personally invested around 15 lakhs, and
15 lakhs.
support from friends around 5 lakhs.
Okay. How much loan have you taken? Any loan from any bank?
No, I have not taken any loan.
Okay. How much fund further you want?
I need at least 30 lakhs to
30 lakhs.
expand. Yes.
Okay.
So, no, I just wanted to ask you one other question.
Yes, sir.
I think you mentioned it would also do, because you already have invested capital. And if you take a credit facility from the bank, it would suffice. I mean, if there is any alternative, that's welcome. But since you are already looking for credit facilities or facilities by way of a seed capital or equity debt, whatever. So if in case you need, please note that there is one scheme which is being very aggressively marketed. We are in need of, entrepreneurs like you, where the existing fixed assets can be treated as a part of the capital. I repeat, the existing fixed assets can be treated as a part of the capital. And the scheme is under ECLGS, about which I mentioned recently. That stands for Emergency Credit Linked Guarantee Scheme, where you do not need any collateral. The government gives 100% guarantee to the banks for limits up to 25 crores. Okay. Now, what I wanted to tell you is, if you have any bank nearby, please go and mention there. You can take my telephone number or make a message to me. Should you need any further guidance, I'm available. Over to other people who would like to have other suggestions to the gentleman.
Great, sir. Great, sir. So I just need your phone number and email.
Mr. Panda is there. Mr. R.K. Panda is there. He wanted to say something.
Yeah,
just before next question, I would say to Dr. Satya, nothing to worry. You have invested capital of 15 lakhs and you can get fund from the bank easily 30 lakhs. And moreover, is advised by Mr. Ashok Misra also, you can get the funding from ECLGS. So you can contact after the proposal is over to OCA for a mobile number I have said. We'll try to help you the needful. Nothing to worry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we have also Bangalore also Manoj Bhai also there. I think fantastic concept is into HR consulting is given. think it's a really need of the hour, like your migration labor problem. I think he can also throw some light. If Manoj Bhai is there, Manoj Patra Bhai, is there? No. And we have also a friend of Singapore also, Vibhuti and Soumya. If they also want keen to put some money and they want to start something in India and Odisha. So we have got our speakers, they can always interact with them. Now the open forum. Anybody has got anything to ask?
Hi, my name is Priya Bratadas. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
So see, what happens is that for many middle class, at least people working in IT, this lockdown period has also give them accumulated cash. Now the problem is putting in stock markets is not a great idea. But I also feel that putting in startups as a seed capital or as part of an angel network, I would like to do. So what are the ways in which we can actually invest? So let's say we don't have huge amount of capital, but few lakhs. Okay, and we want to get the best of it and want to actually invest that into early stage startups or at least good ideas. So what are the ways in which a guy like me can invest?
Kalyan, can you take this call, please? Either directly they can put money as an angel or they have to form a.
No. So basically, angels can always put the money directly, and even when they form angel networks, for the simple reason that it's collective wisdom rather than individual wisdom that helps, and also helps them put small amounts of money, like how the forums like that of ours have initiated, and I'm sure we'll be able to, all of us will be able to pull in more money and then help the startups. But the investment actually happens directly on the individual's name, and individual shares will be issued. That can be that the cap table may look too crowded. Some of the angel networks like Indian Angel Network and all have formed funds where the angels' money will be pooled into it. But to answer the question straight, angels generally, while the decision making may be collective on the cap table, they put the money directly into each of the companies.
Yeah, thank you. Virendra, has something.
Even here, because Mr. Priya Das has got some surplus amount, I think you are stationed in Odisha.
No, I'm out of Odisha, and also the risk is that I don't want to be just an angel, because I rather would like to be part of a collective group like Angel Network, or let's say go by some kind of invest it like you are doing Indiegogo or in the West, some kind of a platform where I feel that what I'm investing, at least my share is preserved, as well as I see some kind of benefit out of it. Like so, because stock market is one way, but what are there other for retail investors to do?
Stock market you should never go. I'll specifically advise. This is the moment stock market you should never enter. Never burn your finger by entering to stock market for coming 1 year. Don't enter it. You whatever money you have got, either you can go to angel networks. If you got any difficulty in there, even OCF can help you, because suppose you can say in which lines you are interested. Might be some entrepreneurs are coming. We can send those proposals to you. You see wherever you can want to invest. Then also they can be participation sort of things, so that the entrepreneur can be also helpful, and you will also have satisfaction of investing some. But here also I'll advise you to go for the angel network.
So we have started one forum called $1,000, $1,000, 1,000 friends in Singapore. Everybody, 1,000 people investing $1,000.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Ram from Webzen Infotech Private Limited. I'd like to ask a question regarding fundraising for an in-house product development. We are having a proposal for developing a health product, which is specifically for the doctors, where they can monitor the patients' day-to-day activities, all their records and everything, and they can communicate the patient with the video call and the video chat also by audio call. So I'd like to know that if there any opportunity or any possibilities to get fund from any bank or any financial institute for this product development.
Ashok Bhai can.
No, see, I would need a little more information, and definitely what you were saying, there is scope for credit today, and banks are worried about their lackluster takeoff of credit, which is now coming down. So the question is that you have to be in touch with the bank, and I'll have to have a look at your project report. And you must be having, but the first thing is that if you are already in touch, you must be having a banker. Have you discussed with them? If you have, then why is it getting stalled? If you have not, please go and discuss. All that they would need is a proper project report. I mean, backed by whatever arrangements you have made and required capital. If you have, I don't see any issue or any problem in your getting financed.
And hello.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, there is a guarantee from the credit CGT MSC as well, who are also providing unsecured loan guarantee up to 2 crore of loan, and that is can be used, you can say, to development and for the project and all these things if the project is viable. Definitely, bank will also bet. So 25% risk will be there with the bank. 75% risk will be settled by the CGT MSC. And this is an ongoing opportunity which he can take.
Here, actually, one has to understand what is the difficulty he is facing, because normally on this, as various suggestion has been given by various speakers and also is by Mr. Ashok Mishra, and I have said it. Normally, you should not have problem. But what is the specific problem that you are having? There is no funding for this development, project development, but in different way you can put it and get funding. You must have already contacted some banks. What is the specific difficulty that you are facing? If you say, we can try.
I would suggest that this is a specific project discussion which can be done best one-to-one. But if there is something which we want to discuss and there is enough of time, then that's okay.
Yeah. Chandrasekhar Babu, we have how much time we have so that we can accordingly we can say.
And we can stretch another 15 minutes. We can stretch another 15 minutes. Because there are some other questions. There are some more questions. Mr. Vicky wants to ask something. Mr.
Vicky, welcome. Vicky, you can ask. Yes, 15 minutes you have, because I'm sure that Sunday we should not take all our speakers' time. So a lot of people they have come. So please carry on. And I'll also request our Sachit Bhai and Kalyan, very specifically, we want your help.
Mr. Prahlad Mittal is there. Mr. Prahlad Mittal.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for allowing me. First of all, thank you each and every dignitaries. This is an honor for me sitting with you discussing.
Okay. Please ask question. Please ask question.
Thank you. So I have started my pharma company in Odisha and Bengal. So 2 years back, and you can understand during this pandemic also we are facing tough situation. But one thing is very sure, that market is open for pharma industry and we are doing well with our innovative products. We are basically with nutraceuticals and some innovations of Ayurveda and pharmaceutical mixtures, and expanding our sales during this pandemic in Bihar and Madhya Pradesh also. So I need a regular angel investor, as I don't have any thing from bank. I'm not getting any help from bank for last 3 years. I've tried a lot. Many banks have assured me that you open an account, we will give you a loan. Years are going, but nobody is helping me. So I need a proper channel and help from this forum so that I can grow this company, sir. From 4 people I have started. Right now I have with 40 team members. Experienced team is there with me who are top leaders of this pharma industry. But one thing is there.
I think you're the right person.
Yeah, Birenji Babu is there. So you please write one pager to OCF, and OCF will definitely help you out.
Yes, that's what my suggestion. Because in this forum, taking individual question, unless we know the problem, because first we have to analyze the situation. What is the equity? What is the debt? What is the investment? What are the difficulties? Then I can give some solution which can be practical. So I suggest Mr. Vicky. So I will suggest Mr. Vicky to write to OCF or my number that I given after meeting. Then give your details. They say 1-page detail. Then we can analyze and help you. That will be really helpful to you.
I have given him your number also, Mr.
Thank you.
He contacted me, and I have given your number and me his house.
Okay. Let him contact after this meeting is over. I'll get
it.
I must thank all the participants, speakers here. I'm sure from this meeting, I can really clearly visualize some of our speakers, mentor. They are in a position to help budding entrepreneurs here. I can assure you. I think I can see from the face of the few people, they are willing to invest, put money with the budding entrepreneurs, maybe small amount, big amount. Let us come in a very professional way, make a good proposal, can vet it, and you can scrutinize it. Even if maybe 10 or 15 or 8, let them come one-to-one, give presentation, and next time, maybe 15 days time from today, next week or next week, we'll invite again all our speakers, and they'll also, through their connection, they'll also invite some of the investors. So that will be a very good platform to see everybody's idea, concept, their growth, progress. Then we can decide. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chandrasekhar, sir.
Yeah, everyone should be, I mean, requested to write it to OCF so that the finance body will look after your issue one by one and will address your concern. I think that will be the best way to help you out. I think, I mean, almost all the financier, like 10-15 group is there. So your problem will be solved, I think. In OCF is the platform.
What is important is that, like Mr. Vicky, whenever there is somebody who is unable to make a breakthrough in getting finances, should be pinpointing as to what is the issue with this banker, because this appears a little, otherwise the decision cannot be taken.
Pharma can IT software getting funding, it may be because they say there is no assets, only intangible software they may not be getting.
No, there are many schemes. No, today that is not the scenario. You need not necessarily have.
But they are asking only bankers are asking for collaterals. If you have a collateral, then if I don't have a collateral, I am not doing a job. Then that means I am not eligible for any loan. Whatever projects I am sending to all my private banks, I am working with HDFC for last 2-3 years. Earlier, I have started with ICICI also. They told me you just start business, give 6 months transaction, we'll give you loan and support you. Even I don't ask them for bigger loans. I told them to give me small amount, I will repay it properly. Give me CC, give me OD. There is
so
nothing.
you mentioned
all the bankers. We have a 10 lakhs unsecured loan. A lot of scheme is coming now for up to 10 lakhs.
That's my problem. That's my problem. That's why I came to this forum, sir. Because after going to everywhere, this is my last option. I reach
one liner. I will tell you. Try some other banks also who have greater risk appetite. There are many banks who would be in a position.
Yeah. Okay. I have recently reached to this forum, sir, and I'm getting help from ma'am and Mihir, sir. So hopefully I will get a best result.
Yeah, you'll be in touch. You'll be definitely getting a support. Yes, Chandrasekhar sir, I think we have to now say.
Dr. Chaudhary, Mr. Prahlad Mittal. Prahlad
Mittal is there. Yeah.
Please. Prahlad.
Hello.
Mr. Prahlad, yes.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah. Please.
Yes, sir. So good morning, sir. I run a startup named HomeVery, where we provide home maintenance services like electrician, plumber, AC repairing, and all from last 2.5 years. And currently we are operational in 4 cities, that is Sambalpur, Jharsuguda, Bhubaneswar, and Burla. And so my question is, as of now, we are profitable from last 1 year, and we are completely bootstrapped. So should we go for fundraising and expand rapidly, or should we stay bootstrapped and grow steadily?
That is a question which would be, I mean, you cannot probably generalize this.
Mentoring, sir. He needs mentoring.
Yeah. We'll have to study the exact risk perception, your projections, the market, and your also the background and the capital which you have.
Hey, honor bedsheet la do. ऐसा नया bedsheet la do.
Yes, unmute. Yeah.
मारामारी होनी.
Unmute. Thank you. Yes. Or any, or Ganapati Rao can say something few words before we go to closing ceremony.
Nothing, sir. Quite interesting, and this is what we are looking. Entrepreneur is looking for money, and banks are looking for entrepreneurs. So it's a nice forum, and so very happy to see this. And definitely, I feel it should grow from strength to strength. And entrepreneur will be always grateful to you, sir, for providing VC or angel capital, whatsoever it is. So it's a real boon, and these platforms will take it forward with more frequent meetings.
So closing remark from our Sachit ji, who is the
Sushant sir.
Yeah.
Sushant sir, one last question, please.
Yeah, please.
My question is to Ashok Mishra, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, unmute. Sivakant, unmute. Sivakant, unmute, please. Shivakant, ball unmute.
He
Shivakant,
was
unmute,
audible.
please.
Right?
Unmute. Unmute yourself, Shivakant.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, sir. Ashok, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, this emergency credit line, it has, yeah, as per the, what as far as the best of my knowledge, it is up till October 31st.
Yeah.
So currently, I'm considering the current situation where there's a case going on regarding the moratorium issue where the news came a few days back that the center has agreed to take the liability on itself. So I don't think they might extend this beyond October 31st. So any news whether they will be extending it after October 31st?
I think in all probability, this would be a guesswork now because I must admit that I don't have first-hand information. They may be, by my reckoning, extending the deadline.
Because already there's a matter going on regarding the moratorium issue, which is still there's a panel which has been just said. The center has just given a declaration that they will be taking the liability on themselves, but the modalities and fine-tuning is still not yet discussed.
That will take some time, but as of now, it's ECLGS. I would suggest that if things are, you are in a state of readiness, take the advantage of ECLGS because it's a one-time measure and it's very, very, friendly to the entrepreneur friendly. It may not come again because it will need a lot of, it has 100% guarantee, no requirement for collateral. The limit is up to 25 crores and the processing is very easy. And the government is also giving full thrust on this particular scheme.
Yes, thank you, Ashok bhai. I think now we'll take some closing remark. The takeaway you are giving us, Sachit, Sajanji, and Kalyan, so that we can go for the closing. Yes, Sachit, closing takeaway you are giving us. Takeaway you are giving us. Yes.
And thank you so much. It was a great discussion. 3 things I will say very briefly. One, we were supposed to invest into 15 businesses this year. We were only able to do 7, and we are open. So we have only done 50% capacity. I will send you my email only for this purpose. Our team is there who evaluates. So these guys can contact that email with all the project reports. And
OCF will take care of, sir. OCF will take care. Will get filtered them out. You can say your interest, which industry you are also willing. Also, you can also bring particular that in the segment also. Instead of
that's one. Number 2 is we have a couple of businesses which we have invested in and we are investing into, which also includes a lot of sports activities. We have a surfing school. We also have invested in a diving school. We also have a boxing school. So expansion of these businesses onto your, if anybody is interested to expand and continue it in that part of the coast, that will be the second option. And third, somebody asked that how they can invest if they want to invest smaller quantities was we have this $1,000 thing which we have started up in Singapore. It's on the nascent stages. So they can contact, I can give the details where all my known people from Singapore as well as all parts of the world are putting the money into that to invest into a bigger fund. So these 3 things are there which I can share with you. And we can go ahead with all 3 things. Thanks for making such kind of an effort, Sushant. It takes a lot of effort to come out like this and help people. And I think I'm very happy to be a part of it. Thank you so
thank
much.
you very much, Sajidji. And Sajan Sahab, any closing remark, Sajanji?
Yeah. This is a very good initiative and it's very informative as well. A lot of enthusiasm is also there. Like Sachit Sahab has developed a very good, you can say, $1,000, 1,000 friends kind of. This can be extended as well. And I would suggest like the OCF is doing a very good job, but it needs to be more channelized, like weekly bulletins also you can do, and like you can start filtering the proposals and because during the initial discussion, like Sanchit was highlighting, there's a camera issue, connectivity issues are there, issues are also there. The other very teething problems are there. I can understand because these entrepreneurs are coming from a very small background, and rather than investing on these things, if where OCF can help over there, OCF infrastructure can be used by these entrepreneurs to come and present their case, and OCF can act as a bridge, and OCF can release a weekly, fortnightly report with these many reports, these many business ideas or business proposals you have got. and then you will share, because you like this one workshop. Definitely you must be doing multiple workshops and all. You have a data of investors. You have a
In
data
fact,
of
we had last year we had a fantastic workshop where about 3 cabinet ministers were there, including Dharam Pradhan.
Yeah.
And a lot of MPs, IAS were there. It's a fantastic forum, and in fact, we want to show that CD also next time. We'll be showing that
That's what I'm telling you.
video. Now, I request Kalyan also his closing remark. In fact, I always say OCF is better than Boston Consulting Group, better than EY, better than any other consulting. Whether you name anybody, any industry, either engineering, chartered accountants, chemical engineers, CFO, CEOs of the BML, CEO of the NLC, CEO of anybody, any industry, all are available here for anybody's help. And we request, so Kalyan, your remark, closing remark.
Thank you, Sushanji. See, I think as it came out in the forum, I think there are definitely specific issues which need to be addressed. Very certainly, how we approach this is as important as the direct sources of funding that we go as well. That said, I think we need to now get to specific problems. I'm very happy and keen, in fact, to take any of the specific things which needs to be done. There are also other things like some of the agri ventures have come out. Organizations like NABARD, organizations like SIDBI, they're very helpful. I saw some questions on the chat, which, for example, says that I've been trying to get this CGT SME for the last 3-4 years, but in vain. The fact is that, as Mishra ji was also mentioning, you need to approach multiple banks or one nodal point which can reach out multiple points. Whatever I know and can reach out specifically and through the OCF, will be happy to do that. Because the fact is that even though CGTSME schemes like those are available, bankers will have their individual calls. They may still ask for collateral. They may really look for something very unique. So, a particular region must have already funded, let us say, a dental lab. If you're going with another dental lab proposal, they may not agree. These are all things I'm telling from experience, but another bank may be able to do it. So that kind of a approach towards a fundraise is important. Networking helps quite a good deal. A good process helps a good deal. How we present, etc. I'll be very happy to do that, Sushanji, and all the best.
So thank you. If Bhairav there, Bhairav, our president, if there, he can give a closing remark. Bhairav, or Bhairav, are you there?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Saab, I'm there. But your remark is most important because you have invited. Or I request Mr. Biransi can give a very good remarks. Biransi, please.
Yeah. It's nice that I just, of course, I joined a bit late, but I was listening to all the questions and answers and also the speakers. It's our pleasure that we have got some experienced speakers and also the participation also was very good. This helps in solving the practical problems of the entrepreneurs. So we should encourage to have further meetings, further webinars like this, where we can listen to the questions of the startups and try to solve them. And as Mr. Chandrasekhar was suggesting, if those startups, those who have to ask any question, if they send a one-page write-up specifying their problem before the meeting starts, and it is passed on to us, we can see, and if possible in the small webinar time also, we can give some suggestion. And I also request our OCA people to leave like number of Mr. Ashok Mishra should be there in the chat up. Mr. Ashok Mishra, can you share your mobile number?
Sure.
Yeah,
My
tell me.
mobile number, you want me to say now? 9769.
I think it's available. All OCF has got everything. I think Chandrasekhar sir can help everybody.
OCF has everything.
Everybody, sir. Anybody had anything, they can write a mail to OCF, sir. That is better.
Some entrepreneurs were asking question. After this meeting is over, the chat will not be available to them. So if they note their number, they can directly ask him also, because we have to give the benefit to the entrepreneurs. Okay. So can you say your number, sir, Mr. Mr.
Yeah, I don't mind. Is that okay, Mr. Bera?
Yes, please.
Yeah, right away. 97691.
97691.
08822.
08822. Because though everybody, yeah.
my request is that it'll be, I mean, a little convenient to me if just the time from 2 o'clock to 5 p.m. is, I mean, this is not a very convenient time for me. Other than that, any time is fine.
Email, sir, email will be fine, sir. Email will be fine. Email can be, you can at your convenience read it. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is for the benefit of the viewers only. I was asking. I will suggest everybody to write to OCF. Then from OCF, we will referring them to respective persons. And this is a very good meeting. I appreciated this. And let's say every meeting as we had planned on every Sunday to take up the questions of the entrepreneurs and try to solve them the maximum possible. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have one pitching session also. Maybe 15 days from today, we'll select about 10 companies. We'll have a pitch for.
Yes. That would be better. That would be better. Yes, exactly.
But anything else, sir? Because
it's now 1 o'clock approaching.
So
respected member.
So can I say something?
Please, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Dr. Satya from Bangalore. I just asked questions regarding this coconut farming. I'm here in Bangalore and I'm well connected with this Bangalore startups. And also we conduct that kind of, the webinars. But I see the OCF, the way OCF conducts aggressively and, well connected and pushing everything. So it's really amazing. I'm really excited. Like I'm staying in Bangalore, but working for Odisha, I thought that Odisha startup ecosystem is not so aggressive. But I think, I see now things are different.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very
I would
much.
like to congratulate and it's really encouraging and it's inspiring also. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll just 1 minute I'll sum up, and I must thank our speaker and mentors, Mr. Sachit, Mr. Kalyan, and Mr. Sajan Goyal. And Mukesh couldn't join because suddenly he developed some low VP, etc. I think, and he's supposed to talk about the P2P lending. Peer-to-peer lending is a fantastic concept. I know a bit. Peer-to-peer means like he got a platform. Somebody has got money. Lender has got money. Borrower has to borrow money, so they can go to the platform and take the money. I have money to lend. I will go there. I'll give the yes. I have 1 lakh rupees. Somebody want to borrow also. I want to borrow at 20%, but I can lend you at 93%. So it's a fantastic platform, peer-to-peer. I'll have one more session on the next meeting. Anybody up to 1 lakh to 5 lakh rupees, they can on the spot in 35 minutes they can take loan from the peer-to-peer lending platform. It's a Monesco FinTech Limited. Fantastic concept, peer-to-peer P2P lending platform. It's a new concept. I think Singapore, USA is all very familiar now. Where a company, they got only IT platform infrastructure. They act like a nodal agency. So if somebody got money to lend, they will reach there. Somebody to borrow, they will reach there. Only they will be negotiating there. They will be only managing. Possibly the collection part also they will be understanding better themselves. It's a fantastic concept. Next meeting we'll have a one session for peer-to-peer lending. And I thank Mr. Sachit for his valuable time and his sharing his experience and how he has grown from management training to managing director in the same company, now on his own. And really good. We really learned. I know one word, remember from Sachit's talk, he needs a backup. In case something happens to the main promoter, in case something happens to the main person in the family, who is there to take away? I have put money, so who take care of? So he needs a backup. And of course, project should be good. And Kalyan always is a very calculative. He doesn't take any risk. Always he calculate and take risk, being a both side because he has worked in both the investment side also as well as the funding side. So he's a fantastic person. Always he's readily invited like a OCF team member now. I must thank Sajan Goyal bhai, all the good experience with the bank. He also worked in both funding and investment side, consulting, funding, investment. As a fantastic experience he has got. He has shared his valuable experience. We're really thankful. Today we have Ashok Mishra bhai. He has really taken a lot of time, lot of pain, lot of sharing knowledge, also banking knowledge. And we have other friends, Ravi Panichar, even our Birenji bhai, even Manoj bhai, everybody there. And Chanskar Babu, fantastic. And I don't know, Guru bhai is there, if he's there, at least we can request him. He can also throw some light. And we will be having this kind of webinar time. But I'm sure coming Sunday, next Sunday, there will be a pitching session. We'll be working out very selectively. And they'll be very useful, I'm sure, from the speakers, from the mentors. They'll come forward and help Oriya entrepreneurs. If the idea is good, business is good, the disruption is good, they'll be helping us. And from my side, I'll signing up from my side. If Behrabu, Vinit Bhai or Akash, Ashok Bhai, anything there, you please say a few words and we'll log off. Yes.
Everything is okay. Thank you. I have nothing further to say. You've done very good job. We are going rightly. Let it be 1 week or 2 weeks. But after having some entrepreneurs, we'll have the meeting. Maybe
Yeah, we'll
next
have
Sunday
one.
or next Sunday.
We have pitching session for at least coming next Sunday. We'll have pitching session. Where
Dr. Saab, Somya is there from Singapore. Can I speak something?
Yeah, Somya, please. Welcome, Somya, please.
Somya, please. Give your views. Mr. Somya.
Somya, you are there, Somya? Vibhuti?
Sorry, muted.
Yeah, please.
Yes, thank you so much. It was really very valuable to hear a lot of insights and guidance from our industry experts, as well as people who have a lot of view on the industry and how it should be going ahead. So thank you so much, Chaudhary sir. Thank you so much, Behra sir. I think we are running out of time as well. So not to talk a lot, maybe offline you can connect and then you see as to how do we take all the guidance that you got today in the coming days ahead.
We also need your support today. Just now, I think our Rachit Bhai saying Singapore $1,000, 1,000 persons. I think we are also.
Yes, I did hear that, and I think yes, in some way, given that there are people like myself, Vibhuti, Manmoth, who have been based here, and we understand the ecosystem that well. Somewhere we should also be able to see how could we leverage this particular experience and try to build something back in India and back in Odisha. So yes, that OCF is very vibrant. I think we are rightfully connected to a lot of people who have goodwill as to how do we do it better. And I'm sure the coming period is going to see a lot of action, good action in this area.
Hey, Mr. Vibhuti Bhai there.
Thank you, Somya. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Vibhuti.
It was a Vibhuti here, bhai. It was a very good session. It is a really knowledgeable. Okay, and always OCF is doing a good work, and definitely Somya, myself, Manmoth are actually promoting here. And good thing that if any ORIA entrepreneur coming and starting a new product, not only they will get a funding in Singapore, also it's an open platform to get funding from the angel investor from through OCF. Actually, it's a very good platform. Definitely, we will keep promoting our ORIA entrepreneur to join in this OCF session. Also contribute, and if anybody having good idea, also they can propose and they can submit their proposal to OCF.
Thank you
And
very
really,
much.
it was very good, very good session.
Our Manoj Bhai is Manoj Bhai.
Respected member.
Yes, Patra Bhai. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Ashok Bhai.
Yeah. I'm a new member of the. Actually, I got a reference of one of my friend, Mr. Sisir Paningrai. I joined today newly. Actually, it's a very good forum, but unfortunately today I joined very late. Can you add me somewhere so that I'll?
He will be adding. He will be adding. I think Chandra sir will add your number. You just send a number.
Yes, please. So I have given in the chat. Please send it. I will add it. No issue.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So, Ashok Bhai, closing remark we can close because everybody is now.
Chaudhary.
Yeah.
Hello, Chaudhary. This is a nice session.
Yes,
it's a nice session. The people our guests, they have spoken nicely. So one note was there in the chat box. Okay, can we make a group for the investors and investors and startups, so that they can able to share up some dialogues or some sort of
most of the participants, they're all startups. So we have a group. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay. So we can select and add up a group, make a group sort of like this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for a good suggestion. Yes. Ashok Bhai, we can just closing remark.
Yeah, thank you. I think this has been a very, very useful meeting, webinar. And what is important is that we carry forward and delineate the exact areas for further talking. The action points, which can be probably sorted out in the smaller group meeting. The second point, we must have that meeting, so to say, number one. Number two is that if at all we have entrepreneurs, there are entrepreneurs here.
We have. Yeah, we have.
We have entrepreneurs who are having issues and problems which can be sorted out, and that is the very purpose. So they should be able to write their exact issues so that they can be precisely addressed.
So we have
In fact,
Chandrasekhar Bhai now. He is now.
Yes,
taking care
yes,
of-
yes.
So closing also, he can also say 1 minute. He can speak how they will reach him, how they will reach OCF and to Chandrasekhar sir or to Vera. So we can really work out.
Yes, sir. We have given our number and mail ID in the chat, and I request all the entrepreneurs, everybody, they should write one pager so that we will put it in the forum, and that way one jury will look after the issue, and we will send it to the appropriate person so that your concern is addressed properly. And also, if required, as a whole jury also, you can have an one-to-one discussion so that your things will move forward and smoothly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Behrabu. I think we need to listen from you one line, then you can sign off.
No, Dr. Chaudhary, it is really fantastic, and I seen the chart from the entrepreneurs. They are really eagerly waiting our experts' views and support. And support is not a day, a continuous support needed for their growth plan. So that I really, from the Odisha Cooperative Foundation, I congratulate our mentors, friends, philosophers, guide like Mr. Asam Misra, Mr. Sajan Babu, and all my Goel Sahab. Really, it's a great. So it's a great